When you ask ChatGPT why some police officers do not apply human rights laws and break them frequently, it delves into the complexities of law enforcement and human rights in the UK. Understanding the psychology and systemic issues behind this behavior is crucial. Firstly, it's important to recognize that police officers are often under immense pressure. They are tasked with maintaining public order, preventing crime, and protecting citizens, which can be incredibly stressful and challenging. This high-stress environment can sometimes lead to actions that violate human rights, especially in high-pressure situations. Psychologically, stress and fear can impair judgment. When officers feel threatened or are in tense situations, their fight-or-flight response is activated. This response can lead to decisions that prioritize immediate safety over adherence to human rights protocols. Another factor is training and culture within the police force. While police officers in the UK receive training on human rights, the implementation and reinforcement of this training can vary. In some cases, there may be a culture that implicitly condones or overlooks violations, especially if officers feel that such actions are necessary to achieve their goals. Systemic issues also play a significant role. There may be institutional pressures to meet certain performance targets, which can sometimes lead to aggressive tactics that compromise human rights. Additionally, a lack of accountability and oversight can allow human rights violations to go unchecked. Bias and discrimination are other critical factors. Officers, like all individuals, can have conscious or unconscious biases that affect their behavior. These biases can lead to disproportionate actions against certain groups, further exacerbating human rights violations. It's also important to consider the impact of public perception and media. High-profile cases of police misconduct can erode public trust, creating a cycle of tension and mistrust between communities and law enforcement. This environment can make it more difficult for officers to perform their duties effectively and within the bounds of human rights laws. Addressing these issues requires comprehensive reform. This includes better training focused on de-escalation and human rights, improved oversight and accountability mechanisms, and fostering a culture within the police force that prioritizes respect for human rights. Encouraging open dialogue between law enforcement and communities can also help build trust and ensure that officers are held to the highest standards. Remember, upholding human rights is not just a legal obligation but a moral one. Ensuring that police officers adhere to these principles is essential for maintaining public trust and ensuring justice for all citizens.